On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now it's Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Eifert has it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Wilson. Catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Don't call no holding on that, man.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Carson. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now it's Carson. He stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He completes it to Boyd. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't
messed up.
Even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate.
Am I doing
and in
triple?
doing
I ain't even
so,
on the control.
sent this one off target.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball.
And it's a fumble.
Okay, that ball should have been Arsenal rip, bro, and they still didn't give it to him.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Steps away, letting one go deep for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We're scoreless after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run it with Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Goff.
Thank you. Come again. Come on. Yeah.
Move.
Why are you doing that way?
Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
It's a bad throw.
And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this.
Power my kicking off that day, bro. I told you.
It's a 58-yard attempt. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money for distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks. Check the hot read. Hatchet. He's crashing. He's checking cracks.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, come on, El, come on, El. Hey, alert. Hey, 0.
3rd and long, it's Wilson.
Oh, touchdown.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Yo, that's crazy.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out, watch out. Tie it run, tie it run. 4 down, 4 down. Check. Switch.
They run again with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Carson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Buying time to his left. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone.
I want to go for 2. No
Touchdown,
disrespect, bro, if
Seahawks.
you ever watch this.
Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's Wilson.
I said right. I said not right. Possession, bro.
Incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
I'm almost done though, 3rd quarter.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Airing it out deep for Woods.
I hit the wrong button. I thought they were going to give me number 25.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. It's Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Ooh, it was a friend that post.
Here because one of the keys to
and she
advancing the ball
said,
downfield,
story time, my
success on
ex-boyfriend
first
is
down.
stupid.
Huge difference
Right.
between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
What? Why is
Now
there
a draw as
conversation?
Goff gives to Gurley.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Let's put him on the buses. 4 down. Kill.
Delayed give Goff to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Russell.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
That's the first pick of the game.
This one back to the 29.
Oh,
They needed a break. They needed
that's
to
an
make a
easy
play here in the
throw.
third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Thank you. Come again. Get it back. Oh, yeah,
Falling on
wow.
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again they run with Gurley. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. They got a man.
See, that wouldn't happen if y'all let me get them on
And he'll
people,
be taken
man.
down at the 2-yard line.
That's crazy. That man got hurt and he just started running off the field. That man got up, started running.
Aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, come on, defense.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That man Robert Woods got ruptured disc. I told you, he got hurt.
3rd down.
That man ran off the
What
field.
a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against.
Thank you, come again. I knew this one was coming. I'm taking this drink out. Oh, I got tackled. Couldn't make it up.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Last week, Mary's ran for 4 picks.
With the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 26,
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Nah, he was good. Yo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
Man,
and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Space to maneuver.
No,
as he'll get this one up to the
running
44-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
They just want me to run the ball. They said they ain't moving.
On first down, Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
The way he just threw the ball.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He shouldn't even had, like, you feel me?
Lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check.
On third down, it's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings
That's
up
crazy.
fourth.
I was going to ask if he wanted to be the Bengals in this league. That's the only team
that he
that's
had in the first half go, because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I just don't know about the long and short.
Nah, this ain't 6 minutes.
This is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
I don't know, man. Cause you sound like you be going through hell over there, bro.
Nah, this.
Now, when it's time to play a game, you be like, oh, these niggas hit me up for a Madden game.
Well, nah, you know me, bro. You know me. I ain't, you know. But it just depends on what league it is, though, because, like, certain leagues get on my nerves. But this league,
you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gone.
I hate when they put me on the D line. Go get his ass, crazy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Thank you.
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Come on.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics.
He gotta have like 4 though.
I'm also wondering,
he gotta have 4
is he getting cooled by what he's seeing on defense? As the scouting report changed, they're showing him things different than what he expected. For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know that Call of Duty joint tough, though. Like I told you, I'm going to be rocking that.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Why are you auto-spinning? What are you doing? I had a clear lane. The blocker just came over.
Looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. But he's free going down the left
first
side.
touchdown, pick 6 in the 4th.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Mike 58 right there. They can't handle that.
On the delay, here's Carson. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
It's fake, guys.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
14.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
Because
they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, downfield,
I told you they're going to call the leg game. That's crazy.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right
the time was it's perfect time. It was like when I could tell like the half-second jump between the you feel me, the game clock and the play clock.
So the victory here for Seattle, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
See, I only like one game. If you're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls.
That man, what, 98 yards total?
You say one to represent like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the...
In this stream.